This tattoo right here, it says beautiful just because every time I look in the mirror, I can know and say that I am beautiful. Like, I am beautiful, regardless what anybody says. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Mina and welcome back to my channel. And today there's just something that I've been wanting to talk about for a really long time, just personal for me, and that is me having mental health issues. Yes, we're going there. We're taking it there. Something that people just generally don't talk about or are afraid to talk about because it's not something that everybody thinks is a real thing. And it is definitely from experience and from other people going through it that I know is definitely a real thing. But I don't really want to get like not too deep into it, but like start a controversy of if it's a really thing or if it's like all in your head type of situation. I'm just here to tell you how I deal with my mental illness and how I don't know, like tips and things that could help you improve and get better as a person that's going through this. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so I'll be talking about how it all started and how I knew I had it. This is not diagnosed by a doctor, but it's just something that I personally know I have. I don't want to go to a doctor personally, preference for me, just because I don't want to take medicine for it, or if I want to go to a counselor I could, but it's like I have ways that I can handle it. So if you are in need to go to a doctor or counseling or medicine, if prescribed medicine, if it's that far, do that. Now this video might be a trigger for some people, so heads up, if it's going to be a trigger for you, please do not watch this video. Thank you. Okay, but yeah, how it all started. Well, I knew that I had like depression problems was probably about like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when probably about my freshman year or my sophomore year in high school. I just knew that something was off with me. But yeah, so I just knew it what was the trigger? Probably mainly relationship issues and family issues and self-aware issues, just self-aware with myself. Now I had questions written down here for you guys, so if I'm looking that way, that's why. But yeah, it really just all, and if I just ramble on and just keep going from different subjects, it's because I don't have nothing that's written down. This is not scripted or anything, but this is something that I really just want to talk about, just genuinely, just for me. If you're here just to click it, thanks, but yeah, this is just for me. This is a video for me and for other people too. So but yeah, how it really all started was, I don't know, probably my first relationship ever. It just went left, you ever just love somebody so much and then it just triggers something in your head. My first relationship ever, I was just broken. I was literally broken. I was so broken. And then from there on out, I was finding ways, after my first relationship didn't work out, I was finding other ways to try to cope and feel love. I guess my depression just really comes from just not feeling loved. I don't feel loved to this day. I don't feel loved by anybody, by whoever I'm dealing with, by family, by my mother, by my father. I just genuinely don't feel like I'm loved from anybody. It's really sad, to say, but that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. And I'm making this video because yesterday, I was just I felt my depression kicking in. I felt it trying to take over me, and you can't let your depression take over me. It's okay to cry, because if you don't cry, then it's everything in your head is just going to be jumbled up, and you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be filled with emotions that you don't know how to control, and you're going to want to just do things that you don't want to do. But yeah, my depression mainly comes from relationship issues, family issues, and yeah, just relationship, family, and self-awareness, like self-esteem issues. That's where mine come from. But yeah, so things that trigger my depression is when I start to feel alone, or when I start to like overthink things. Really, like sometimes I just feel like I've been single like for a very long time, and I don't know why. If there's something wrong with me. Like my depression really comes from like me just really overthinking things, like a lot. If you ever just like somebody and they just don't like you back, and you overthink like, well, what's wrong with me? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, is there something wrong with me? Like, that's really where my things come from. Like, I don't know. I don't really know where this video is going. I just feel like venting. Like, really, that's what this is. This is just like a venting type of situation. But yeah, I don't know. Like, sometimes I just feel like so alone, like in this world. Like, I'm just by myself. Like, and no one understands me. Like, I really feel like no one understands me. No one gets me how I am, because I feel like I'm just so different from my friends. Like, my friends overall, like, I just don't fit in. Like, I don't fit in anywhere. That's really like how I feel. Whew. I don't know. I just like, and it's good to talk it out. Like, even if you don't want to post this on YouTube or post anywhere, just reflect on them, look back. It's like, like you're venting to somebody. Like, and then that's really mainly like when you don't have somebody to talk to about this. I really don't have nobody to talk to about this. I just started opening it up to like my friends, that like telling them like I have depression, like, and like if you see me sad or something, just like, just let me be, like, just leave me alone, because I just, sometimes people that's going through that, they just really want to be left alone, so I don't know. My depression just really comes from me overthinking things, or if I'm into somebody and they're not into me, then I'll think what's wrong with me, or just me being single for so long, or me just even being in a relationship. Oh my god, relationship. The last relationship I was in was terrible. Like, I was so down for this person, like, so down. This isn't a story time, so I'm not about to get into a story. But I was just wanted this person for 2 years, had this person, and then just, like, they just dumped me. Like, the person finally wanted to be with me. Like, I put my all into this person, like, my all, my everything into this person, for them to just, like, completely, like, just shit on me. Like, basically, just to shit on me. Like, I wanted you all this time. You finally got what you wanted, which was sex, and you just shitted on me. You got what you wanted and you left. But you have so many, the female or the boy, have so many emotions attached to this person. You never know what the other person is really thinking or how they're feeling. Like, you don't know how people feel unless they tell you. And communication in a relationship is freaking key. Like, it is the ultimate key. Relationships, you have to know how the other person is feeling. If you do not know how the other person is feeling, you could be walking into something that's like you have to really ask yourself, like, what is this? Like, what are we? But relationships, yeah, like, because it's like, when I love somebody, I love hard. Like, and I think that's why I just really, this whole summer, I haven't talked to anybody, haven't had sex with anybody, just because, like, I know how I am. I get really attached to a person really fast. It's like, ever since my first relationship, I always felt like I needed to have somebody, because I wasn't getting the love from my mother or my father. Like, I needed to be emotionally attached to this person, and if I didn't feel love from them, I just didn't feel love at all. Like, I wanted that person's everything. I wanted their attention. I wanted them to be with me. It's like I wanted you to show me affection, and it's like, when you don't get that from a significant other or parents, to be exact, or family, it's like you're going to feel left alone in this world. Or friends, even, you might have friends, but your friends not my understanding. Like, do you guys get what I'm saying? I don't know, who am I talking to, the freaking camera? But yeah, mainly that. And then just, I had really low self-esteem. Let's just get into that situation. I have completely, or maybe I'm not gonna say now, but like freaking probably like last year even, like I just started having confidence in myself. I literally got this tattoo right here. It says beautiful, just because every time I look in the mirror I can know and say that I am beautiful. Like I am beautiful regardless what anybody says. But yeah, I got bullied a lot in high school. Yeah, not even in middle school, like not even in middle school. I got bullied during high school, like my freaking developing years. Like not even developing years, like, it was developing years. It's like, okay, I got a relationship as a freshman, then also I break up with that person, and then now I'm getting bullied, I'm getting called ugly, I'm getting shitted on. Like it's just like, I don't know. It's like I really just got called ugly. People just call me out like a donkey. I got a long face, my nose is big, I look like a transgender, like all of that. Like during high school, who wants to hear that? During high school, and holding all your feelings back and wanting to kill yourself because you just think the world would be a better place without you. Like I'm not going to get into suicide, but because that's a lot, like triggers a lot of people. So please, I'm not gonna talk about it for the safety of this video. But yeah, I just got bullied like a lot, especially on Facebook. Like people would just make fun of me for no reason. Like I would just be like, why are people so cruel like this? Like why me? Like I would just always ask myself, like, why me? What did I do to deserve to get bullied? Like I just really don't understand. But you know, like bullying is like the worst. Like that's why I would never ever be mean or bully anybody, because I know how it feels to get bullied, to get bullied, to not have, not wearing what everybody else is wearing, to get bullied because you're not pretty like everybody else, to get bullied because your hair is not done, to get pretty, like you need makeup, or you look better without makeup, like what are, like just anything. It's just like, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just please don't say anything at all. Like it's that simple. My mother always said, if you don't have nothing nice to say, do not say anything at all. Like it's that simple. But yeah, Facebook, man, like that's where everything started. People would just I would just post a picture, and then people would share it, like, oh look, she's ugly, like she's like a donkey, like she's like Shrek. They would they put pictures together of me and Donkey from Shrek, and then put it like, it would just like really, like, and I would just fight. Like I wouldn't just sit there and like take it. Like I would argue back, but people would only say, oh, that makes it worse, you shouldn't do that, like just let them talk. If you talk, that means that you care. I mean, obviously I care, like of course I'm gonna care, but it's like, you're not about to just sit here and talk about me and think I'm gonna let you sit here and talk about me. No. But it was like, well, I was fighting for nothing, because it was like, yeah, at the end of the day they were laughing at me like, oh look, she cares. But it was like more of a me thing. Like I'm gonna still say what I have to say, because in my head I said what I had to say. I'm gonna keep on fighting and fighting, and then I don't know, like it was like not so long ago, because I feel like I still not get picked on, but people still say mean stuff to me now, but not as much, because like I don't care as much. Like before, I really used to care, like what everybody said. Like I'll go on Facebook, if you know me personally and you're watching the video from where I'm from, you knew that on Facebook everybody used to fuck with me. Everybody used to pick on me, Amina Pillar from Facebook, Admin's friend. But yeah, I don't know, like people just really used to just shit on me and just call me weird and everything. I mean, I know I'm weird, I know I'm different. Before I didn't accept it, but now I have to accept it. Like I'm just different from everybody else around me. That's why I just, you have to accept for who you are. That's why now I just feel like everybody that's different needs somebody in their life to tell them to be yourself. Always be yourself, no matter what anybody says. Like never, like always be true to yourself. Never try to follow the crowd. If you don't get peer pressured into doing things, like just don't. Like if you know that's not you and your friends want to do it, let them do it. Or something just generally isn't you and you know that yourself wouldn't do that, just don't freaking do it. But that's all I have to say about that part. Next is how I cope with my depression. Now I've recently just learned how to cope with my depression, and it's kind of simple when you think about it, but when you're going through the depression, it's not as simple. Like mind over freaking body, man. Like I don't fucking know the phrase, but it's just like, and it's like, when you're in your head that you know that like you shouldn't be sad, but it's like your mind controls your body. Like even though you don't want to be sad, you're still sad. It's like crazy. They don't let your emotions control you. You control your emotions. That is the key. Do not let your emotions control you. You control your emotions. That's all I have to say. I used to let my emotions control me, and I'm here to say you don't have to let your emotions control you. Like you really don't like have to, because it's like that shit will eat you alive. Like it will eat you alive. Now how I deal with it is, because before when I used to get depressed, I used to just sit in my bed and just mope and cry and cry and cry. Like you're not gonna get anywhere from freaking crying, Amina. Like you're not. So what I do now is I get up and I get active. Like you have to get up and get active when you're like you're tricking yourself. Like when you know that you're about to get there. People that have depression, you know what I'm talking about. When you can feel it coming, you have to like get out of it. You have to jump up and do something. Do whatever you like. If you like playing sports, go do that. If you like drawing, if you like listening to music, if you like play an instrument, if you do anything, do what you like. You can't just sit there and soak in your sorrow. You can't you can't. It's like, I don't know. Like I'm really passionate about this because like I understand where people be coming from with their depression. Like it's like when people like that shit is real. But I'm getting off topic again. But yeah, how I deal with it is I would like to watch anime. I think I wore that shirt in a video already. But yeah, I watch anime. I just left the anime club actually, and it's like I don't know. I tell my friends that, oh yeah, I just left the anime club or whatever. They're like, oh yeah, but it's like, are you really accepting of me? I don't know. It's like, 'cause, you know, I'm black. I watch anime. I'm different from the people around me and stuff like that. So I guess it's weird culture-wise. But they're at the anime club. They accept me for who I am. That's why I said, don't care what people say. If you want to do something or join a club, do it. There's nothing holding you back but yourself. But yeah, also I watch YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos, as you can see. But yeah, I just watch like a lot of YouTube videos. My favorite YouTuber is Emily Lee. She talks about her mental illness on her YouTube channel, and like that's what kind of inspired, I keep studying all my words, inspired me to make this video, because like she's strong enough to do it. Why can't I do it? Like she's just talking to the camera, pouring out your feelings. But yeah, also thing I like to do, I like to hang out with my friends and stuff like that. It's just like do things that you like, you know, like you're just so active. Like I'm in college, so I do work, or I might like talk to my friends, hang out with them, or sometimes if you don't want to go out, just chill, like, but not in the bed, because in the bed you're gonna just sit there and you're gonna sink deeper and deeper and deeper. You just have to get active, eat healthier. That's one thing. Like, if you just sit and eat junk all the time, I noticed that like it, like, if I guess it tastes good, it feels good, but it's not really healthy for you. Like it's not healthy for you at all. So how I deal with it is hang out with your friends, be active, be productive, do things that you enjoy and you like, that will get your mind off the situation that you're in. It can be any reason, relationships, family issues, health issues, anything, but just do something to get your mind off it. Because if you're stuck on a situation for a really long time, that's all you're going to think about. And like, you have so much to live for, people. Like that's what people don't understand. People have so much to live for, and I used to think that I didn't have like anything to live for at all. I really used to think that like I'm better off dead. I'm better off without me. Everything would be so much better if I wasn't alive. Like that's really how I used to think, but that's not true at all. Everybody has something to live for. Everybody. When I say everybody, everybody has a purpose in life. God put everybody here for a reason, for a purpose. It can be anything, but you're here for a reason, and don't ever feel like you're lesser than another person, because you're not. You're equally as accepted as everybody else. I don't know if that makes sense, but I said it. But yeah, I love you. I know sometimes people just need to hear that, like, I love you. Like, I might not know you, you might not know me, but just know I love you. I love everybody, like white, black, Asian, any race, any religion. I love you because you're here and God put you here for a reason. Like, I don't know, I'm just super nice, like for no reason. I don't know why. Okay, so next thing I'm going to tell you about how it affects you and the people around you. And I noticed this a couple years ago, like when me and my friends got into an argument. Like one day I was out with them and I was in the mall and I was just like super sad. Like I wasn't even mad at them or upset with them. I was just more soaked in my sorrow. But I was still around them and they were like, you're bringing me down, like you need to stop, da 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 da. It's just like that affects the people around you. Like if you're in a bad mood and everybody knows that you're in a bad mood, they're going to be in a bad mood and maybe think that it's them. But not saying that you're not allowed to be upset or in a bad mood, because I always say, like, everybody just thinks that I'm just so sad for no reason. I have a reason. Like do you think I want to be sad all the fucking time? No, I do not. Like, I don't just sit here trying to be moping fucking merry. Like, no, I don't want to be sad for no reason. Like, I have a purpose but I'm out with you to try to get over my sadness or whatever I'm thinking. You should be supportive. And that's not they wasn't that supportive, they just didn't know. It's like, if you don't tell somebody, how are they gonna know? So yeah, that was a situation where they just said I was just bringing their mood down. It's like, damn, I really am like bringing the freaking mood down, because it's like, I'm here, y'all are having fun, and I'm just here. That's where it gets to a point where like maybe I should distance myself. Don't distance yourself. Just when you're with people, do things to like be active. Like, you're out for a reason. You're not out to be depressed. You're out to get over your depression. And then when you're by yourself, still try not to think about it. It's like I said before, you cannot let it control you. You cannot let it consume you. You just can't, because that's what the depression wants. It wants to overcome you, wants to consume you, and you can't let it do that. And with yourself, it's just like, it affects yourself because you don't want to be active, you don't want to eat right, you might not want to eat at all, you might eat too much, you might not want to put yourself together, you might not care about your appearance, you might not want to go to work, get a job, be active, not want to do anything. And everything comes back to your health. It's like when you're not doing right by your body's not going to do right by you. If you're not eating, you're not sleeping right, obviously you're going to be tired, obviously you're going to be hungry. If you're not doing, or if you're overeating and oversleeping, you're going to gain weight. Like, everything needs a balance. Like, everything needs a balance. So yeah, depression or anxiety or whatever mental health you're going through, it affects you in some type of way if you're not balancing everything right. Okay, so to end this video, please call your local hotline if you need help. I will put a hotline in the description box down below. Always find help. Never keep your thoughts to yourself. I used to keep my thoughts to myself all the time. Like, all the time, I mean all the time. Like, and it's not healthy, it's not good. You have to talk it out with somebody, even if you're not talking to an actual person. I talk to my freaking dog all the time. Miss you, Mo, I miss you so much. But yeah, I used to talk to my dog all the time. He can't understand nothing I'm saying, but it's okay to vent. Even if you talk to yourself, you're not crazy, you're just trying to verbalize your words. I don't know if that's a word, but you just have to vocalize. There we go. Vocalize your words. And it's like, once you say it, if you keep everything like in, it's like it's gonna get balled up and you're gonna get fired to a point where you're gonna want to explode. But once you let the flames out, it's like it releases all that pressure that was keeping you compact. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Oh my god. But yes, please find help. There's always somebody there that cares. Your mother, your father, your friends, your family, a counselor, a guidance counselor, like anybody. Like, I'm in college right now and they have free counseling sessions. Like, what school has free counseling sessions? Please let me know if you guys know. But yeah, please find help. Please, you guys, I care about you and I love you so much. If no one told you they love you today, I do know that I love you so much. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.